Over the past 3 years, San Francisco gynecologist and obstetrician Jennifer Gunter has emerged as one of the most vocal critics of celebrity-turned-wellness guru Gwyneth Paltrow. Gunter has penned at least 30 posts on her personal blog alleging that Paltrow's controversial Goop website publishes questionable advice and health claims on behalf of its wellness products. Gwyneth Paltrow on stage at the Goop Health Summit in Culver City in June. Photo by Nielsen Barnard. Getty Images for Goop. Gunter has said patients would come to her, crying, over claims and information on Goop. They would ask about the benefits of vaginal steaming or express fear that underwire bras cause cancer and certain tampons contain traces of a carcinogen. Then there were the vagina jade eggs. Goop claimed that the eggs, sold for $66 and inserted into the vagina, could improve sexual pleasure and prevent uterine prolapse. In response, Gunter wrote, "All I can tell you is it is the biggest load of garbage I have read on your site since vaginal steaming." But Gunter says the more she and other critics have protested Goop's pseudoscience, the more Goop has racked up page views. And according to a New York Times profile, Paltrow and of her Goop publishing, fashion and lifestyle empire is now valued by Fortune $250 million. The author of the Times piece, Taffy Brodesser-Akner, added in a tweet, "Strike it Goop down and it will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Strike it Goop down and it will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. My story on it, its blazing success, and its founder, the Gwyneth of your discontent, https://t.co/3ochniw, Taffy Brodesser-Akner, at Taffy Akner, July 25, 2018. The idea that Gunter and other critics helped fuel Goop's success prompted Gunter to sardonically tweet Wednesday, "I should ask them for back pay. I've been doing it for free since 2015. I should ask them for back pay. I've been doing it for free since 2015. https://t.co/f7kekavnh, Jennifer Gunter, at Gunter, July 25, 2018. Paltrow has always bristled publicly at critics like Gunter who chastise her health advice. First, Paltrow says these critics are trying to grab attention for themselves. But more than that, Paltrow insists she's not in the business of giving advice. Instead, as she said in a September 2017 interview with the Girl Boss radio podcast, Goop is all about encouraging a conversation about products and practices outside mainstream Western medicine. Paltrow also plays the women's empowerment card by saying she wants to encourage women to seek solutions outside a medical tradition that has long sidelined them. But the Times profile points out that Paltrow has come to appreciate the benefits of generating controversy. "I can monetize those eyeballs," Paltrow is quoted as saying while speaking to a class at Harvard Business School. The Times story explains how Paltrow and Goop have mastered a special, dark art of the internet age, something that's probably familiar in the era of Donald Trump. Like the president, Paltrow has learned how to corral the vitriol of the internet and turn it into greater brand awareness and, of course, cash and power. In Paltrow's case, this vitriol also is fueled by people's ambivalence about her privileged movie star persona and her brand of ostentatious wellness, the Times story added. Similarly, Paltrow recognizes the value of creating cultural firestorms around certain ideas, especially those that pertain to women's sexual health. "It's a cultural firestorm when it's about a woman's vagina," Paltrow said to that Harvard Business School class. The Times story then described Paltrow cupping her hands around her mouth and yelling, "Vagina! Vagina! Vagina," as if she were yodeling. It isn't hurt that Paltrow has cultivated an almost cult-like adoration for what she calls her aspirational brand, as the Times story said. The women who flock to her day-long Goop Health Summits, which cost from $650 and $4,500, want to be like her, but maybe they can't because they haven't hit her genetic jackpot, or aren't rich enough to buy her G-label $795 trench coat. But Paltrow's claim about starting conversations and her aspirational message prompted Gunter to also tweet Wednesday that the privilege on display is stunning. The privilege on display is stunning. Financial, social. Paltrow will give every interview she gets because the more you think she is odd, the more clicks she gets. 7. Jennifer Gunter, at @Gunter, July 25, 2018. In another tweet, Gunter pointed out that the advice she provides on her blog, which gets 200,000 visitors per month, is free. Moreover, unlike Paltrow and Goop, she doesn't give a platform to such questionable sources as an AIDS denialist and a dude who talks with ghosts about fruit. At Gwyneth Paltrow and at Goop have featured an AIDS denialist, a dude who talks with ghosts about fruit, a medium, a doctor who says your dead brain can be cured with love, anti-vaccine doctors. Those statements stand on their own. Ethical people don't do that for. Jennifer Gunter, at @Gunter, July 25, 2018. Last year, the non-profit watchdog group Truth in Advertising found more than 50 instances of Goop boasting that its products can treat, cure, prevent, alleviate, or reduce the risk of ailments such as infertility, depression, psoriasis, anxiety, and even cancer. The group took their complaints about deceptive health claims to district attorneys in Santa Clara and Santa Cruz counties, but those offices refused to comment on the charges, the New York Times said. And yet, the weirder Goop gets, and the more it is hit with accusations of pseudoscience by doctors like Gunter, the more its readers rejoiced, the Times said. Its traffic hit 2.4 million visitors per month in June. Paltrow now is in the business of making clothes, beauty supplies and producing cookbooks, a podcast and, soon, a TV show. Still, it turns out there is only so far that even Goop can go by, starting conversations about controversial health claims. Goop's partnership with Anna Wintour and Condé Nast to produce a quarterly magazine fell apart because, as Paltrow herself admitted, somewhere like Condé, there are a lot of rules, the Times reported. These rules have to do with maintaining ethical standards that are traditional in magazine world, not using a publication as part of a business contextual commerce strategy, and employing professional editors and fact-checkers to help back up scientific claims. Goop wanted Goop magazine to be like the Goop website in another way, to allow the Goop family of doctors and healers to go unchallenged in their recommendations, the Times said. However, Goop has recently realized that investors would be scared off if it didn't tighten up standards. So it hired a lawyer to vet out claims made on the site, as well as an editor, a director of science and research and a full-time fact-checker, the Times said. Some fans of Gunter suggested on Twitter Wednesday that Goop should hire her to be its fact-checker. But Gunter said Goop would only do so if her hiring would generate more controversy and more clicks. Besides, she joked, they owe her too much back pay. But in all seriousness, she also tweeted, the alternative medicine offered by it Goop cannot withstand the test of fact-checkers. If it could, it would simply be called medicine. Thank you to everyone who suggested it Goop hire me as a fact-checker. They would only ask if their page clicks go down and they need to generate controversy. Also, they owe me too much back pay. pic.twitter.com/zigsfake. Jennifer Gunter, at @Gunter, July 26. 2018. The alternative medicine offered by it Goop cannot withstand the test of fact-checkers. If it could, it would simply be called medicine. Jennifer Gunter, at @Gunter, July 26, 2018.